All right, let's try to talk now trade in the markets generally. Joel Shulman, founder of Entrepreneur Shares, joining us once again down from Boston, and we appreciate it. Joel, good to see you again.
Good morning.
Well, so we just showed McCormick, a spice company, up 8%. You know, that's a mid cap, and that's right in your wheelhouse.
Right.
You have been bullish on mid caps this year.
Right.
You've been right.
Yeah.
They've done great. Do you expect them to continue?
I expect mid caps to come back to where they were about 5-6 months ago. They still haven't been back to those highs. Small caps are down 12-13%. We're seeing some bargains, off 30% from their highs. They're still strong. And so we see, particularly if the trade talks go reasonably well, we think there's room for optimism.
I think last time you were on, I called them the Jan Brady, right? Yeah. It's like they don't get Marsha. They don't get the attention of the FANGs and the big boys. Yeah. They're not as sexy as the small caps. Right. Why is this sort of unloved group of stocks so interesting to you guys at Entrepreneurship?
Well, I mean, they fall in between two groups. I mean, there's a lot of attention paid to the large caps, the S&P 500 and the Russell 1000. And within that group, I mean, then there's a lot, in the Russell 2000, the small caps. And so these guys get lost. We love them because we track entrepreneurial companies from 300 million on up, to the Facebooks and the Googles of the world. And so we love that space, that mid-cap space, and the 8 billion, 10 billion range where they're moving up. And so a lot of strong growth companies, particularly IT and healthcare.
But the weird thing about, if you run an ETF that has mid caps in it, the weird thing is, it's a little technical, I guess, is that once they do succeed wildly, they get too big for you.
Yeah, no, that's true. But then we have new groups bubbling up from small cap, and we run our mid caps as not as an ETF. We run that as an active selection.
So the stocks that get small, start small, get bigger, move into that mid cap, they grow up. By the way, they must automatically have decent growth because they're accelerating, they're getting larger.
Yeah, and that's traditionally why our mid caps tend to do best, because we see them through the small cap. So of course a mid cap can also be large cap coming down, mid cap, small cap. So like Sears at one time, large cap to mid cap,
large, mid, small, micro, mini.
Right, and then gone. So, but we track them upward trajectory, and so that's what we like to see.
So what's the best part of the market? Is it small? Is it mid cap? Is it India? Is it what are you guys newly focused on right now? Give us some new ideas.
We like U.S. small cap, U.S. mid cap, Corsup Therapeutics. If you're looking for a name, Corsup Therapeutics it's got 24.
Corsup Therapeutics.
Yeah,
never heard of it.
Yeah, so it's a $1.6 billion company. So it's not a mid cap; it's a small cap. But it's got 30%. And by the way, we own it, so
I assume that.
But it's got about 24-25%. It's 30% off its highs. It's got about 24% revenue growth and high margins, high gross margins, 98%, and EBITDA margins 34%.
Is biotech generally a big part of your strategy?
Well, we have.
I know you're a Boston guy. I mean, Cambridge is the biotech capital of America, arguably.
So biotech is a big part, but most of these companies don't have profits, and so to have one that's throwing off 34% margins unusual. So most of them, as you'll have modest revenues and very large losses. So not unlike the IPO market that we're seeing right now.
Well, we're showing Corsup Therapeutics. CORT, C-O-R-T is the ticker. If you're not watching, if you're on the radio, you want to know. Entrepreneur Shares. Joel Shulman. Joel, you got to feel better. Came in here on crutches.
Well,
you doing okay?
We're doing fine, thank you.
Doing all right, but I love the hardiness.
Yeah.
It's 5:30 in the morning. You're on crutches. It's raining.
We love to be here with you.
But
Thank you.
You're like the mailman. Nothing's going to stop you, Joel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Get better soon, okay?
Thank you.
Take care, buddy. All right, coming up.